Good day, fellow criminology students and Miss Alcantara. I'm Bencito Florence Kyle from BSc 3-4. I'm here today to tackle the alternative dispute resolution in the Philippines. Before we start the discussion proper, let us know the objectives of this lesson. At the end of the discussion, the students should: number 1, learn what is ADR. Number 2, define the terms that are relative to alternative dispute resolution. Number 3, know the methods of ADR. Number 4, to understand the historical background of ADR. Number 5, know how to approach in disputes. Number 6, understand the advantage of ADR. What is alternative dispute resolution or ADR? It means any process or procedure used to resolve a dispute or controversy other than by adjudication of presiding judge of a court or an officer of a government agency which a neutral third party participate to assist in resolution of issues which includes arbitration, mediation, and conciliation. So, ADR is the another procedure after court we can go for. It is alternative way to resolve disputes and to avoid congestions to our court. The authority in ADR is neutral. He can decide according to conflict of both party. Then it is faster than court litigation, allowing for quick resolution. So let's move forward to the terms related to alternative dispute resolution. Our first term is government agency. Government agency means any governmental entity, office, or officer other than a court that is vested by law with quasi-judicial power. Paano po ba pag sinabing quasi-judicial power? Ito po yung kakayahan para mag-conduct ng investigation or hearing para ma-resolve po yung dispute kahit po na hindi napadaanin sa korte. Here is the example of agencies that are enforcing ADR. First is the Department of Justice. Sila po yung nagpo-promote ng paggamit ng mediation and arbitration programs para po sa isang dispute. Tapos po, ang Office for Alternative Dispute Resolution, ito po ay under din ng DOJ. Sila po yung responsable at para po ma-develop yung mga policies para sa pag-conduct po ng training and promoting the use of ADR across sector. Tapos po itong National Labor Relations Commission na gumagamit po ng mediation and arbitration sa pag-resolve pa ng labor disputes para po magkaroon ng settle ang bawat party. And lastly, yung local government units, meron pong mga ginagamit ang local government units na programs para po ma-resolve yung disputes, kagaya po ng mga barangay level po na dispute. So let's move forward to the second term, which was the record. Record means information, written medium, or stored in an electronic or other similar on a medium, retrievable, and perceivable form. Ang mga example po ng record ay naglalaman ng complainants, the written agreements ng both parties in line with the resolution agreed, yung napag-usapan po nila na para po mag-agree na sila. Then, yung mediation and arbitration na na-note during sessions. Tapos po yung mga documents, testimonies, materials that are presented during the ADR process. So, our next term is roster. Roster means a list person to provide ADR services as persons qualified as arbitrators. Yung roster po is yung po yung mga listahan ng pwedeng magbigay ng ADR services nang sa gayon din, sila din po yung mga qualified as arbitrator. Yung sumunod po nating term is arbitrator. Arbitrator plays a role of a neutral person. Ibig sabihin, sa isang dispute po involving two parties, siya po yung tagapamagitan. Then, yung mga decisions po niya is nakabase po sa evidence na nilatag po o pinakita ng bawat parties. Pero kung hindi po sila agree sa decision po ni arbitrator, kadalasan po sila ay nagpupunta muli sa korte upang idinigin po yung dispute para po sa masatisfied po yung gusto nilang mangyari or outcome. And now, let's move forward to the methods of alternative dispute resolution. So our next is arbitration. Arbitration is a procedure in which a dispute is submitted by agreement of the parties to one or more arbitrators who make a binding decision on the dispute. In choosing arbitration, the parties opt for a private dispute resolution procedure instead of going to court. The arbitration is the process of having session of both parties and arbitrator. Then the arbitrator makes the decision to solve the dispute instead of going to court for a hearing to a filed case. Then the resolution can be exercised. The next is mediation. The mediation is a process of talking to two separate people or groups involved in a disagreement to try help them to agree or find a solution to their problems. So in mediation, a neutral person called the mediator meets the people involved in situation. They are brought together to listen each other and find a common goal. Each person has chance to speak and to be heard. In mediation, you can choose to court process or you can choose privately. Then during mediation, any person cannot be forced to agree on anything. Both parties can be benefit to the mediation process because it is cheap, less hassle, and less stressful. This is the third and last method in alternative dispute resolution. It is conciliation. Conciliation is a way to resolve a legal dispute without going to trial. A neutral third party, often a judge, may provide suggestions and develop proposal to help you and other party come to an agreement. So the conciliation is with conciliator as neutral third party and actively listen to identify issues and help them to address their needs and interests to resolve their conflicts and dispute. By working together, it can preserve relationship. It is reliable as method in resolving dispute to avoid both in litigation. We are done discussing the methods of ADR, so let's move forward to historical background of ADR in the Philippines. It is important to know the historical background of our ADR and how the ADR adapts the legal system. So we are here in pre-colonial period wherein the Muslim community in the Philippines and their ADR. So in Muslim community, they are facilitated by sultans, datos, and imams. So they facilitate the process in ensuring that conflicts were resolved according to both religious principles and the community customs. So the ADR is practiced by Sul and Diya. So what is the Sul? The Sul is mediation and reconciliation. Then the compensation is Diya. In Spanish period, they formed the civil law system wherein it is based on the legal tradition of the Spanish. It is called Spanish Código Civil or Civil Code along with other laws. Then the alcaldes or provincial governors and gobernadorcillos, which is the town mayors, played significant roles in resolving disputes in the local level, acted as mediators and arbitrators. Then the Spanish friars and priests were deeply involved local governance as mediators and conciliators in family and community disputes. The compromiso or compromise system, they exercise the settlement negotiation and encourage Spanish authority to avoid costly, lengthy litigation. The Americans took control the Philippines on 1898 and they introduced the common law system which is based on the American legal framework and establishments of formal courts, local officials, particularly barangay captains. From its roots from pre-colonial period, the barangay system, then they established the Philippine Constabulary, played a major role in mediation. Post-independence period, The enactment of arbitration law in 1953. The proposed goal of this law was to reestablish the non-judicial forum for dispute resolution in the country, hence the concept of alternative dispute resolution. So following the end of American colonial rule in 1946, the Philippines sought to establish a resolution practices with modern legal approaches. Over the years, ADR in the Philippines has become more essential component of the judicial legal system, promoting more efficient and amicable dispute settlements. The 1978 Marcos era, formation of Katarungan Pambarangay or Community-Based Justice System or Barangay Justice System by the virtue of Presidential Decree 1508 signed by former President Marcos Sr. So the Barangay Justice System aims to resolve disputes at the community level through mediation, conciliation, and arbitration, facilitated by punong barangay or barangay captain and the lupong tagapamayapa or peace council. This system allows minor dispute. On 1997, the Supreme Court included in the new rules of civil procedure provisions for possible use of alternative modes of dispute resolution. So in 1997, these changes are aimed to promote speedy, efficient, and amicable settlements of disputes, thereby helping to reduce backlog cases in the courts and improve access to justice. Then on 2004, the Republic Act 9285 Alternative Dispute Resolution Act of 2004 was enacted. It institutionalized the use of alternative dispute resolution mechanisms as means to resolve disputes outside of judicial system. So we are go to the advantage of alternative dispute resolution. So based on we tackle recently, meron po tayong neutral third party which isa po yung nagsasuggest, nag-decide, and siya po yung nagpapayo sa mga parties involved po sa dispute para po sa pagkakaroon ng agreement. And it is generally faster and less expensive than going to court. Tunay nga po na makakapag-save po tayo ng time, pera, tsaka ng effort kung padadaanin na lang po natin sa ADR yung ating mga dispute or conflicts rather than po sa court. So this is the advantage of ADR. Save a lot of time by allowing resolution in weeks or months compared to courts which can take years. Save a lot of money including fees for lawyers and experts and work time lost. Put the parties in control instead of their lawyers or the court by giving them opportunity to tell their side of the story and have say in final decision. Focus in the issues that are important to people dispute instead of their legal rights and obligations. So we are here in some types of disputes occur in the Philippines. Labor dispute. Labor dispute when there are disagreement over workplace rights. Halimbawa po nito is si employer, hindi po niya pinapasahod ng tama si employee. So, para po magkaayos, magkaroon ng aksyon dito sa dispute na ito, maaari po tayong pumunta sa National Labor Relations Commission upang magkaroon po ng mediation, conciliation, and arbitration po para masaayos ang dispute sa pagitan po ng employee tsaka po ng employer. So, in family dispute and conflicts that occur within family between husband and wives, parents, children, and between siblings or extended families. So, halimbawa po nito, nagtalo si Mrs. at si Mr. About po sa pera. So, yun, maaari po silang pumunta sa, sa alternative dispute resolution para po agaran itong maaksyonan or mabigyan po ng pagkaresolba upang magkaayos po sila. So, padadaanin po nila ito sa mediation tsaka conciliation. Pero kung hindi naman po talaga kayang mapagsaayos sa pamamagitan po ng dalawang method na yun, sa arbitration na po, wherein magde-decide na po yung arbitrator para po kung papaano po yung mas maayos na pagkakaroon ng resolba sa ating dispute. Thanks for listening for my discussion, and I will leave you a quote. All conflicts, how intractable, are capable of peaceful resolution. Nelson Mandela. Thanks po and God bless.